sit you awkward, staring at each other.
Well, hello and welcome to another edition of Offside Maidens. I was waiting for a countdown. So if you're wondering why I was sitting there in silence and people were laughing, that is why. What happened to our countdown? I don't know, and I may never know the answer. But welcome back, and I hope that you had a fabulous Easter weekend. We are excited to be with you this evening. I haven't been here for a while, so I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I'm your host tonight and usually Tara Lee, and we have an incredible panel of women. Emily, writer, cricket enthusiast, and umpire. Emily will tell us more about that a little later. The twins, fans of the game and all-round cricket fanatics. See what I did there? And we have our resident juicer and cricket player, Leisha, because she plays and always gives a very interesting perspective. And then, of course, we have Lucy, who has been waiting to be on this show since 4 o'clock this afternoon because she forgot how to tell time. So, welcome to it. Remember to like, subscribe, click that notification bell. And of course, our live chat is active on the right-hand side of your screen. And please feel free to share your comments with us and each other. We love to see it. And remember, the views and opinions are our own and not of Cricket Fanatics Mag. Always be lekker. So we have to talk about the Proteas and Pakistan, that ODI series, but we will also be touching on the IPL, which starts tomorrow, and we also have an exciting development for the girls and also for you. I think that was dramatic enough. And then first things first, Emily, you have some developments of your own on the umpiring front. Tell us a bit about that.
I don't know if you can quite call them developments, but I've been standing in the CPL, so that's Cape Premier League, for those who perhaps don't know. So it's basically the under 13s and under 15s that are playing at the moment. So I think it's been 4 weeks, or this is the fourth week now. So obviously they play on the weekends. And yeah, I stood last weekend, so Friday and Sunday. And yeah, it went well. It's actually the semis and the finals coming up this weekend. So yeah, it's been good. And they're hoping to have under 17, under 19, and then the seniors as well later on in the year. So yeah, hopefully that happens.
Amazing. And congratulations on that, Emily. It's great to see you actually doing the things. And she doesn't just talk about the things, she also does the things. So, Lucy, hailing from the UK, has forgotten how to tell time. Please tell us, if you're wondering who Lucy is, she's the one with the name that says not Emily. That's just to confuse us just a little. So, tell us about your confusion, Lucy.
Yes, so obviously in the UK we have daylight saving time, which changed last weekend, and I totally forgot. So I sat here at my laptop at 5 o'clock UK time, wondering where is everyone. Started messaging people, and then realised that it's an hour later.
Sorry, I'm just busy with a few technical things here that I noticed. But while I'm at that, twins, tell us how you felt about the series this week over the Easter weekend. And also, I forgot to mention Happy Easter to all of you.
Happy Easter, everybody. Yeah, we had a lot of pickled fish and Easter eggs and chocolate. But yeah, I think the chocolate was... it compensated for the cricket. Yeah, unfortunately. The performance, the not so great performance. Yeah, it basically was a stressful week, I'd say. Which is supposed to be relaxing. But then stressful. Yeah. Stressful. That's all I'm saying.
Stressful. Well, I can understand that. And Leisha, of course, last but not least. Leisha doesn't only show us the juice, she also shares the juice with us. Are you happy about the series?
Of course not. Of course I'm not happy. It's just a disappointment. And yeah, like the twins say, it's sad. So I don't know what else to say.
Well, okay, let's jump into it. The first ODI was last Friday, and Pakistan beat the Proteas by 3 wickets in the opening ODI at Supersport Park in Centurion. This despite a career best of 4 for 51 by Anush Nokia and a maiden century by Rassi van der Dissen. And this match came down to the final ball, definitely a nail biter. Pakistan went for, I think at one point, from 186 for 1 to 203 for 5, and it seemed like we were getting in there. But was it too late, Emily, or do you think we should have won that match, or were we truly outclassed?
Look, I do think we were outclassed in that game, but having said that, there was an opportunity for us to come back, and we did somewhat come back. Like you mentioned, Anna, I felt like he was almost alone in that battle. Getting those 4 wickets, I feel like he didn't have enough help from the other bowlers. But yeah, I mean, I think there was still a chance up until Rassi dropped that catch, unfortunately. And then that no ball that was bowled, but it was waist high no ball, and the next ball going for, I don't know, 6 or 4 or something. So yeah, there's just those mistakes that you can't make, and those mistakes, what they say, catches win matches. And just those mistakes of no balls and giving them free hits, you can't have that. And yeah, you're going to pay the price for that. And Pakistan definitely capitalized on our mistakes. Yeah.
And Twins, did you think we almost had it, or were you very disappointed by that first match, or were you more celebrating the little wins in the game, like maiden centuries and so on?
It did kind of look like we had it. Obviously, what we said about Anish Nokia taking 4 wickets and then Rassi's to 123 not out situation. And then I think Miller also made 50 or something, and then he got out. But I don't know about the thing that stood out for me about these matches is that it literally could go any way. Like, it can start and then it can look like it's in Pakistan's favor, and then it'll look like it's in our favor again, and then at the end it's like this rush. Who's it gonna go to, kind of thing? And it was so stressful. I mean, I think Babar Azam made 103 on that occasion. And then so obviously we're like, okay, so Babar Azam already made 100, so I was like, okay, now they're gonna catch up to us. And then there was obviously that middle order, wasn't that where they collapsed? And then Anrich Nokia took 4 wickets, and it's like, okay, so we got this. And then it was so close, and I think Anrich Nokia sort of brought on the pressure at that point. So I thought, we could literally take this game. This game could literally be ours. And then towards the end, I think Lungi also struggled to take a wicket in that match. That was the drop catch in the situation. And then obviously, was it Fahim who batted that last ball to a win for them. So in the end, it went Pakistan's way, and I think they put up a really good fight. They even though that middle collapse situation, but in the end they fought harder and they won, and they deserve to have won the whole series actually.
And Lucy, did you manage to catch any of the game back on your side?
Not for the first game. I only watched kind of the second game, and I watched nearly all of the third game. So, but yeah.
Sorry for cutting you off there. I thought you were done talking, but the timing's all wrong with you, so I understand. And it was also Themba Bavuma's first match as captain, and I think he went for just 1 in that match. But let's talk about the second match. Pink Day on Sunday, half centuries by Quinny, Themba, Rassi, and David Miller that helped the Proteas, and they managed to actually draw the series 1-1. Bavuma struck 92 of 102 balls, De Kock 80 of 86 balls, and Rassi 60 of 37 balls. Now, Leisha, what do you have to say about this? Was that not impressive for you?
Yeah, there was a much positive batting performance from our top order. That was quite enjoyable. I really enjoyed that. Who missed out Heinrich, I think it's unfortunate that he missed out scoring, but Timba's knock was beautiful to watch. It was really I enjoyed that. It's unfortunately that he didn't make the 100. But Rusty, oh my word, when he came out guns blazing, I was like, yes, man, I am here for this. you know, that was really enjoyable. I enjoyed it, and it's something positive that we can take out of the series.
And what are your thoughts on Timber in his role as captain? I know this is just one series, but what are your thoughts?
I think he did an okay job. Like his first series as captain, he did try his best to utilize his bowlers as best he can. Unfortunately, as a captain, you can only do so much. It's for the bowlers and for the batters to come and execute their own game plans. But I think he did okay. I think we in the right hands going forward. So yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in the future with him as captain.
And Twins, are you excited to see him in that position? Looking forward to the future, all the way through to the World Cups.
I think Bavuma, he did. As captain, I think he did quite a good job. I'd say. I mean, I know the first game he was out for like 1 run, but I mean the second game he kind of like redeemed himself. So I think we're still sitting and waiting just to see what he still can do. I think it's still a bit maybe early days to really judge his captain skills, captaincy. So yeah, looking forward to what else he can still bring to the team. Deciding when to play certain bowlers or and such. So yeah, definitely just going to see what the future holds, I suppose. Yeah, but very positive, I think.
And I think it's great to talk about the future because it's also nice to see Miller being more consistent. I mean, he hit I think an unbeaten 50 of 27 balls, definitely bringing that Miller time, what he's known for. Emily, would you like to add to that? Wasn't that exciting to see him actually coming a senior batter, getting down to work?
Yeah, I was very impressed with Miller in that knock. 50 of 27 balls was a really good contribution. Very happy for him to see him step up. Just also to contribute to Timber. I think Leisha might be a bit harsh. I think Timber did a really good job, especially in that game. Especially in that last game, seeing the way Aiden opening the innings with Aiden Markram. I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. And then seeing how he bowled, sort of assessing that and seeing that he wasn't going for as many runs as the other bowlers, and then giving him 10 overs to bowl. I mean, I don't think that's ever happened before to Aiden Markram. So sort of Tepa Bavuma having that belief in Aiden, I think he really just backs his bowlers, and the thing I love about Timber is that he's a team player. In that innings when he went out 90 odd, he wasn't playing for himself. That shot that he got out on, he's playing for the team. He wanted the team to get to a higher score. So yeah, Timber's a team man. You can see that, and I think that's what also one of the things that makes you a good captain. So I'm excited to see what the future holds.
And I think that second match where we won was really a team effort. I mean, Anup Nokia again continued with that wicket-taking effort. But Leisha, I did hear you say to me off air that it should have been a whitewash and that the Proteas didn't deserve to win that one. Now I need you to explain why. I know you said that, and now I just want to hear some more about it.
I don't think I said this. I honestly don't. But okay, I'll elaborate on what the other person who said thank you twins. Now it's on me.
Yeah, Sniper said it. Didn't start. Was it Jess? I don't know. One of you.
I think
It was a Man United supporter who said it.
It's Liverpool.
Jess is a Liverpool supporter. Just saying. Unless she changed overnight, Feeble supporters.
No, but Emily, Liverpool and the Proteas have something in common. They can't come from behind and win. But anyway, let's go. So I think what one of the twins meant was Ella Tara. Oh, what they meant was the way Pakistan played. They were dominating like throughout the series. Yes, it was like who's gonna win throughout the innings. Whoever in stop laughing. Yeah, it was like a give and take, but Pakistan dominated in the field. They dominated with their bowling. When they batted, when they got it right, they really got it right. And I think that was their that word. They were just dominating throughout the season. So I think like what Jess or Sniper meant was that if we really deserve that series, we would have won the first game already and then wrapped it up with pink day. But Pakistan was really dominating, and what was even more impressive was the fact that they beat us on home soil.
And of course, Leisha, when you're talking about dominating, you obviously also talking about Fakhar Zaman.
Oh my word, yes. Yes, he just completely
What did he
came
score
into
in that
life.
second match?
193, if I'm not
Brilliant.
mistaken.
Brilliant. He hit 10 sixes, 18 fours, and I think it was even a fixture record I read between the sides and the highest individual score at that venue,
That,
beating the 175 by Herschel Gibbs in the 438 game.
Yeah. Yo.
yeah,
making
it was
I
it
think
was
like
amazing to see. I felt so bad for Shamsi, but
really you did.
he was a bit no. I feel like he was a bit too loud. He needed to calm down, and I guess someone put him in his place. Anyway.
But now that you're talking about Shamsi and also the twins have their mic on, twins,
Yes.
Shamsi or Keshav. So you were quite vocal, or maybe I'm actually confusing you with Leisha now. You were quite vocal about saying that you think that Keshav should be making more of an appearance than Shamsi. Now
I
it's
think
your
so
turn to
because
explain yourselves.
okay, basically Leisha already said why I think that Pakistan deserved the entire series. I think I was talking to Leisha the other night, and I was saying like just how like tight their bowling. Okay, there was some like slip ups in the fielding, but they were very consistent with their bowling, and Fakhar Zaman coming and making another 100 the second time, which was like, oh, you couldn't. Yeah, let's talk about that run out though. I'm the fake run out because
On a
I think a lot of us are split about what we think about that.
yeah I think that Fakhar Zaman basically was saying if his bat could speak, it could say none of your bowlers could get me. That's basically what he was saying throughout that 200s that he made in the two matches. So thoughts on the run out. Quinton, Markram, Fakhar Zaman run out.
It looks like Aiden Markram is a bowler is ready to answer your question.
There we go.
And she could also explain her new name.
Yo, guys, Aiden Markram is he's gonna be an all-rounder. Just watch. Batting all-rounder, guys. I'm being serious though. If he can be consistent in his batting and like turn his arm over every now and then and like pick up wickets, I think he's gonna be very he's gonna stand on the team. Also because of his captaincy, guys. Aiden Markram. Anyways, okay. Moving on. Yeah, like if bowling can help his captaincy, guys, I'm here for it. So basically, there's a lot of like controversy about that whole run out. I've done like a lot of reading on it, watched watched the video quite a few times, sort of analyzing it over and over again. And there's obviously two schools of fish in that. Like the one school is like, oh no, Quinton de Kock absolutely tricked him. That's illegal. It should be, should be 5 penalty run, should be not out, all that stuff. Because there's a law obviously for that, for deliberate distraction of the batsman. So law 41.5 or something, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a law for that, right?
Coming out with the rules.
So that's the one school of fish, and then the other one is obviously that, oh no, Fakazaman should have been, he should have made his ground first before checking the non-striker. He shouldn't have been, he shouldn't have been distracted by what Quinny was doing. Why was he looking, behind? Why does that matter? And all that stuff, And Quinton what he did was clever, and what he did was needed in the game, and all that stuff. So there's obviously two splits, and I'm sort of on the fence. There's that argument of Quinton was pointing, to the other end, to back up on the other end, before Eden Markram had even released the ball. But yeah, I mean, we will never know what the truth is. Unless I speak to Quinton and ask him, I'll never know. So that it is a controversial thing. It is a controversial thing, and I've still been thinking about it. But yeah, I'm on the fence. What I can say though is that the umpires, on-field umpires, decided that there wasn't enough evidence, or they didn't think it was deliberate. So that's why they didn't do the things that the law says. But yeah, there's different opinions on that, and I'm still on the fence with it. So yeah,
it's clearly giving Emily sleepless nights. And Lucy, not Emily, well, you obviously caught that final game. What are your thoughts on that final game? I mean, in that final over of Pakistan's innings, I think hit 4 sixes in that final over. They definitely came to knock us. That's what it looked like. Babar Azam got 94. Fakhar, again, a century. Their consistency really shone. So what are your thoughts after watching that final game and seeing us lose 2-1?
Yeah, obviously the better team won at that game. But yeah, going back to like the whole Temba captaincy, I think we just need to just give him some room really, and just feel the role first before people start saying that he's whatever he is. But yeah, and as you said, Pakistan obviously consistent with the bat, obviously. Some top knocks from their players.
And Lisha, those choice words. So I do have the beep sound. Because that final match, Emily, I don't think Emily watched the last few overs. So she was surprised that we even got that close to getting that final score. Lisha, you obviously were not surprised because you thought that Pakistan should have beat us 3-0. So should I get that beep sound out now, or should I wait a few minutes?
No, I don't need a beep sound, guys. Proteas played like shit. That's what it is.
No, wait. No. We definitely need a beep sound, Lisha. Lisha, that's naughty. Very naughty of Lisha. And I do have it here.
Let's look that.
Lisha, are you still talking? Because I think I need to do this. Lisha, what was that you said? Just need to keep it safe. This is a PC and a family show.
Sorry, guys. No, they really frustrated me. The Proteas really frustrated me over the series. Like, especially the bowlers. I mean, our extras over the 3 ODIs were 51 altogether. 25 in the pink day and then 16 in the last ODI. And I think it was like 9 wides or something. That's like a over and a half extra. That is the 2 overs at the back end that went for 43. So it was really frustrating. Our bowlers leaves much to be desired, and there's a few players that I feel that shouldn't be there. Not in the
Mention
ODI squad.
names.
um, John Smart. I don't think he should have played. I said this on the show when we were discussing the squads that I was surprised that he's in the ODI. Because I just feel like he runs out of steam really quickly. You could see it on the field. You can see it when he goes out to bat. You can see after he bowls 5 overs. You can see it. That's why, like, you can't come in the 49th over and you bowl full tosses off records and shit like, yo, sorry guys, and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I feel like I need to put you in the
I think
naughty
Lucy-
corner.
I'm sorry.
She's in the corner.
The
Patron,
naughty
Patron, yeah.
corner where you drop
Off the
and
buffet.
give me 50 push-ups.
I'll do that. I'll do that for you after the show. Easy. Why are you going, guys?
Now do it.
50?
Yeah, on live TV.
Don't have enough.
Oh, well, before Leisha continues here, turning this into a late night show, because it's not that late, Leisha, it's not that late. Emily, you didn't think that that we'd get that close. Was it because we didn't have Quinton de Kock, David Miller, Anish Nokia, Kagiso Rabada, and Lungi because they had to leave early for the IPL? And of course, Rassi was injured.
Yeah. So I think, I was saying it when I was watching the game, 7 changes to the team it is a disruption. You're making 7 changes, and obviously there's players that haven't played a game and now all of a sudden they must come play in a decider. So there's a lot of pressure there. And I do think that, we obviously lost quality players, that if they're in the IPL, they're obviously quality. So losing those quality players, it was going to be a tough match for us because Pakistan still had, all their quality players. I'm not saying that our other players weren't quality. It's just that they obviously, I forgot what the commentator said, but there's a ridiculous number of caps, between the players that were gone, they were missing. So there's also a lot of inexperience in that side. So, to be honest, I don't think we can't be, yes, we can be harsh to an extent, but that side is so inexperienced. Inexperienced in sense of international cricket. So I was surprised because we had lost, all of those experienced international players. But having said that, I was also pleasantly surprised that Calvarena, I've always been saying Calvarena deserves a spot on the side, and coming, not having tagged along the test side, not playing, and tagged along now, and not getting his chances, and then finally getting a chance and scoring a half century in the first chance that he gets, is phenomenal. And I think this is just opinion. One of my opinions that I have is Henrik Klaassen has been struggling. Henrik Klaassen can play, yes, he can play, but he's been struggling in the side, and I think at this point, maybe Calvarena deserves the chance because Calvarena can keep as well and he can bat as well, and he's proved that he can step up when we need him to. So yeah, I just think Calvarena deserves that spot there in that side permanently, in the side. But yeah, I think that game got a lot closer than I thought it was going to, and perhaps better bowling in the last few overs because I was actually impressed with how we brought it back. I don't know if I said to Leisha or someone, they're going to score 400 here, or 350. They're going to score 350. So that's what I said at the beginning of the game, and the way we pulled it back, I was actually quite impressed with our young bowling attack. Kesh did really well. Unbelievable figures there for a spinner. And obviously Aiden Markram as well, great figures there. So I was impressed the way we pulled it back, but the last 2 overs, they threw it away again. If there were better 2 overs there, we actually could have won the game. So yeah, again, it's just the small things, bowling at the death, but it really makes a difference in the end.
Definitely a lot of reasons to smile after that last match. Like you mentioned, half centuries by the youngsters, Janneman Malan and Calvarena. Malan 70 of 81.
Janneman.
and Count Verena 62 or 53. Now, Twins, that probably really excites you as fans because you see young players who you know have a lot of years left of cricket. They're still going to be there for a long time and they have years to develop their game. Does this really excite you, or are you feeling despondent after the series?
Well, I think there's a general hope for the future. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't have been called into the team if they weren't capable. So I know they are capable of doing great things, and I know we will eventually win a World Cup someday. Hopefully in the near future. So yes, like Emily said of Verena, I think it took a bit of a while for him to actually get into the team and then prove himself by stepping out there, and then Janneman doing his things as well. So I think the youngsters can really they can. I think they just need the space to find themselves and, like I say, find their natural game, and then just be part of the team and then win us some games. Yeah. I think.
100%. And what we have to look forward to now is, of course, the T20 International Series between South Africa and Pakistan. And that first match of 4 is happening on Saturday at 2:30 in the afternoon. So look out for that and keep watching the Proteas. And we hope to see them doing better and better, even without those IPL players. And speaking of the IPL, sorry, my things are just falling apart here. I apologize for that. I did have a light mounted and now it's just fallen to the ground. So if you heard a clatter and a clash, that is exactly what it was. I hope that you hear no more clatters and clashes that's going to disrupt this show. So moving on to the IPL. Tomorrow it is Mumbai Indians and Royal Challengers Bangalore. Very exciting stuff. Mumbai Indians, reigning champions, and they will be missing a few players. Leg spinner Adam Zampa has decided to get married instead of focusing on cricket. So he won't be playing for Mumbai tomorrow. Quinton de Kock, he's also playing for Mumbai. He may not be there because he may still be in quarantine. I'm not entirely sure what is happening with Quinny. And of course, Saturday we see Delhi Capitals and Chennai Super Kings, but COVID really, really getting in the way because some of their players will be unavailable, like Khagisar Rabada and Anush Nokia, because they are still in quarantine. So are you excited for tomorrow? Tomorrow, it's day one, Leisha. Please, your mic is only going on if you're going to keep this a family show. Okay, it looks like she's promising.
Yeah, of course, I'm excited. I'm always here for the IPL. I get really animated, even more so than when I watch the Proteas. But I really do get animated in the IPL, no matter what team is playing. Obviously, more so when Chennai Super Kings is playing because I'm a Chennai Super King. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited. I hope RCB can do the things this IPL because they're always saying every year they're gonna do the things and then they don't do the things. So so I'm hoping that they do. Can't just look good on paper. Gotta look good on the field too.
And you speak about Chennai Super Kings. They will be missing Lungi and Giri, who's still in, for at least for their first match. When I say missing, I mean for their opening matches. So their Chennai Super Kings is against the Delhi Capitals, and the Delhi Capitals, as I said, will be without KG and Anush Nokia. But Chennai Super Kings, they do have Imran Tahir and Faf du Plessis. So you do have some exciting things, exciting players, South African players in your
Yeah,
squad.
yes.
Is that why you're such a huge
We all
fan
have.
of CSK?
No, no, no. It's for Dhoni. It is for
Oh,
Dhoni. It's been for
Mahendra
Dhoni.
Singh
It'll always
Dhoni.
be for
Okay.
Dhoni. Yeah, that is my guy, my all-time favorite cricketer. But obviously the Proteas are exciting. Imran is always a vibe. Faf can light things up. Lungi, I I'm not too worried about missing Lungi. Although he's an exciting player and stuff, but like lost IPL. Woo! He went for like 56 in like 4 overs. I was like, woo, my man, go sit down, please. You are ruining it for me. But yeah, hopefully the rest will make him think about his bowling lines and links. Like even I was watching him in the ODI series, I was like, my man, he can't bowl no balls, please, not at the back end. So we'll see how it goes. Like I'm not against him. I love Lungi, but I'm not too sad about him sitting out the first game.
Well, okay. Lisha with her strong opinions. And Twins, which team do you support? The same team or different teams? Is it a divided household like it is in football? And which one of you are supporting Royal Challengers Bangalore?
Neither.
What?
It is a split household, yes.
Wait, hands.
CS
Who supports Royal Challengers Bangalore?
Who even supports Royal Challengers
No,
Bangalore?
no.
No, so
But Kohli.
Shara, who do you support? Shara, who do you support?
Kodjili, no.
Kodjili
None of
is
the
RCB, of course.
No, she likes CSK and I, for some reason, follow SRH. But yeah, there for the movie. And Rashid Khan and
yeah.
But SRH is looking strong though, eh? Their batting is looking, I mean, their batting has always looked strong, but their batting is looking extra strong now. Johnny Bairstow, Jason Roy, Kane Williamson, Davey Warner. Sure.
Exactly.
It's looking,
But Shardul, man,
very strong.
Shardul is going to be the one. Shardul Thakur.
Lucy, are you a fan of RCB?
No, same.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Oh, they see? Why didn't I see your hand earlier?
The line.
You left me out here alone.
Yeah, I'm an RCB fan, and I've been for since the start really.
I understand. It's obviously because of Virat Kohli.
He's played a big part in it. Yeah, you've got Kohli, AB. Obviously, Stain's been there.
I definitely think, I predict that Kohli is going to hit over 500 runs this season, all by himself.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's my prediction. And of course, he has his chummy, who has always been a part of the team, RCB, AB de Villiers. But Emily, the real one, let's move on quickly before we say goodbye to the Twins. Which team are you supporting?
Yeah, it's a tough one, eh? I have quite a few teams. But my first original team that I started supporting when I first started watching IPL was Kolkata, so KKR, just because of Shakib Al Hasan. I am still a massive fan of Shakib Al Hasan. And Andre Russell, I really liked, and obviously Jacques Kallis was there at the time as well. So I really just liked that team. So I started supporting them, and then Delhi then I supported Rajasthan Royals. Not Rajasthan Royals, RCB, sorry. And I still love RCB, obviously, because the AB de Villiers and Kohli bromance. And then recently I started supporting Delhi Capitals because of Anrich Nokia and Rabada. So, and also just I really like Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant. So yeah, I have a lot of teams that I support. Just not CSK, Sunrisers.
That's fine. We don't need you.
Mumbai. Who else is there? I don't know. Rajasthan Royals are okay. I'm actually kind of excited to see what they do this season. But yeah.
Okay. I see what Emily's doing there. She's being non-committal. But Twins, you are leaving and we have to say goodbye to you. So any last thoughts there? Or are you just going to say peace out?
CSK is going to win IPL.
No, they are not. Okay, peace out.
Boom. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Okay, that's goodbye to the Twins. Now we can get down to the nitty-gritty. I'm just kidding. The Twins are a big part of the show and we always miss them when they are not here. So the Rajasthan Royals play their first match on Monday, I think. And we'll hopefully get to see the most expensive player of the IPL auction. We talking about, what was it, 32 million? Was that how much it cost? 32 million? Sorry, there's a lot of sounds in the background. I apologize.
This thing just broke at the moment.
Is your place like falling apart or something?
I don't know if it's falling apart. I don't know why there are so many sounds. You're going to have to forgive me. This is what happens when you do a live show. Things fall apart sometimes, you know, turning and turning, that widening gyre. The falcon cannot hear the falconer. Things fall apart.
That's an amazing, your phenomenal book, eh? Flip. I think I cried like so many times. I cried so many times reading that book. Anyway, can I just make a comment about? I think there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, we're going to see Chris Morris, obviously.
Yes, Chris Morris, the most expensive player of the IPL.
Yeah, but I'd low-key love to see RCB win this year. I just, for some reason, I don't think it will happen. Just because. I don't know. I just don't think they have. I mean, yes, RCB have a very good team and they have really good players. It's just something doesn't click with them, or hasn't clicked so far. And I'm calling that probably Mumbai will win again for I don't know how many years, 5th, 6th year, however many they want. But yeah.
And of course, well, you know what, Shame? No pressure on him. Not Emily, Lucy. Well, are you excited to see the most expensive player in the IPL?
Yes, so Royal Challengers. No, not Royal Challengers. Oh my God, you get my words right. Rajasthan Royals. Oh my gosh. They're like my second team, and obviously they've got like a fair amount of England players in the team. Like this year, you know, they've got Stokes, Butler, Jofra, and who else have they got? Liam Livingstone. So yeah, and then obviously the South African signings as well. Obviously Chris Morris, you know, big money, and we look forward to seeing him.
And Leisha, any players that you are particularly excited about, where you're like, I cannot wait to see them perform, even if they don't play for your team, but you're like, oh my word, I want to see that player bowl or bat, or maybe it's an all-rounder?
Someone who I'm really excited to see is Rishabh Pant. Like he's just been a vibe. Like I'm just excited.
I was literally thinking the same thing. Oh my gosh!
You know,
sorry.
he's such a vibe behind the stumps when he's batting. Like he's loud in your face and he's just explosive. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do in this IPL, because I know he was criticized for his sort of loss of form, lost IPL, and the weight gain and all that. But he's come back and he's made statements all over. So I'm really excited to see him in action.
And now, before we wrap things up, we have to, of course, talk about our IPL Fantasy League. Yes, we are playing. Yes, we're getting in on it. And yes, I'm going to win. And you could win too, because you can also be a part of it. You can join our Fantasy League. I'm not sure if we have a link up. Hopefully the producer can put that link up, and hopefully it will be in the bio and on all of the social media pages, where you can click on that link and you can be a part of the action. And so far, I think we have 20 hours left to play and choose our teams before the first match, which is happening tomorrow, I think at 4:30 in the afternoon. Of course, it's Royal Challengers Bangalore, the team that all of us secretly support. I know you all secretly support. Emily, we heard you. And of course, we heard you, Lucy, as well. And Leisha, you wished you were supporting Royal Challengers Bangalore. But they take on champions Mumbai Indians. And that's happening tomorrow. Well, we'll see who wins the Fantasy League. So be a part of it. Be a part of us having fun. We are going to really be enjoying ourselves, choosing our teams. Get in on it before the match tomorrow. Choose your players wisely. Remember, some players are still in quarantine. Others have had COVID and they still need to be in quarantine for another 10 days, and they need to return negative, I think 2 or 3 negative tests before they can actually play in the first matches. So keep that in mind. And it's points, it's like I was going to say it's like IPL, but it's like Premier League. If you play fantasy football, it's similar, but it's cricket, so it's better. Emily, have you already chosen your teams? I'm actually about to do it now that I'm here. I'm here. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can actually see.
Oh yeah. I see. I have not yet chosen my team, but I just think, Tara, you are way too confident. You just need to take a seat there. You just need to chill a little bit. Because you're just way too confident there. 20 hours left to choose a team. But Tara, you gotta strategize. It's all about the strategy. So
I'm wondering.
and it's not about how you start; it's how you finish. It's a marathon. So
well, I plan on finishing very strong. I wonder, girls, if you think that I should put Kwani on my team. Do you think that he's somehow bypassing quarantine? I heard a rumor that he somehow worked it out.
We're not helping you, Tara. You must choose your own.
You feel like doing that, then follow your path.
Hopefully others can help me. If you have some advice for me, please slide into my DMs. I will take your advice because we need to win, and we will win together. Now listen, I have my crew. My crew will help me win. I'm just looking all here who's here for selection. Girls, I think you need to get on this because I'm finishing this tonight, choosing who I want and who I need.
Tara, just a question. So do you only choose the players that are playing tomorrow? Do you choose your team before before every game you choose your team? Okay.
I think before every game we choose our team.
Okay.
And we get points for the players that are playing, obviously. So if you choose a player and that player ends up not playing, well, hearties for you.
Hearties for you.
Sorry. That's why I have to think very carefully.
Is there a certain number of batsmen or bowlers or all-rounders you have to have, or does it not matter?
Yes. You obviously have to choose a well-rounded team. So batters, all-rounders, and bowlers. You don't want a team of bowlers now, do you?
No.
Exactly. So you want to make good choices. This is very exciting for me. This is actually the very first time that I'm playing the IPL Fantasy League.
Same. Yeah, same. Yeah.
Lisha, you've never played. Have you played before?
No, I haven't. No.
So I'm looking forward to playing and being a part of the Hears in this way. We do it in other sports, and I'm so happy that we get to do it with the IPL as well.
I thought Tara was going to say, I'm looking forward to winning. I was like, hold on.
I am. I come here to win. All I do is win. I
love it.
I really, let me see. Maybe this is the song that I need in my life. Is it? Let me just wait until these ads play because I think that I found the perfect song for me, girls.
We're gonna play Chennai Super Kings. What's up to do?
And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there.
So that's what happens when you play with me and when you're on my team.
Can we please just save this moment in our memory bank so that, when Tara loses, we can just all refer to this moment?
Yes, we can all just count them. We're gonna replay that concert and all that.
Is this recording? Is this moment immortalized forever?
I hope so.
Yeah, once it hits YouTube, it's there.
When I do win, I would like to see it being replayed. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Look, we are going to round it off now, but thank you very much for joining us this evening and being a part of our show. And also, please be a part of our IPL Fantasy League, where I plan on winning. And if you want to win, then communicate with me because I'm the way you win. Have a very good evening, all of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, ladies. You were great fun. I loved your opinions. Lisha, you are in the naughty corner. I think you need a timeout for the next show and definitely some more beep sounds for you. Lucy, I'm so glad that you managed to finally get onto the show at the right time because it's always great seeing you on the other side of the world. And of course, Emily, we love you. And the twins, they're no longer here, but we already said peace out to them. But I'm sure that they're having a great time engaging in some jollification. I'm not sure where they ran off to. So have a good evening. Remember to stay safe and don't be as naughty as Lisha. Good night.